Welcome home, Bitcoin truth seekers. It is Saturday, December 30th, 2023. It's almost 2024 right now. So, tonight, taking a look at gaming coins, and they seem to be doing something recently, and they're a nice volatile crypto to trade. So, we're going to take a look at those, take a look at some of the ones that are performing well that I kind of have my eye on, and also the ones that we're looking at over at our blockchain education. Link in the description. I'm a part of blockchain education, well, a member, and I don't make any money if you join, but you do get a nice discount if you click the link. So, great place to learn how to trade. And now on with the show. So, BitcoinDailyView.com got more for you there. Check it out if you so desire. Now, we'll rip through some things real quick. I know this is about gaming tokens, but we'll take a quick look at some stats here. Bitcoin total trading volume today is last 24 hours is 3.7 billion, down 33%. That makes sense. It's a holiday weekend. We're just not a lot of people are trading. Longs versus shorts for Bitcoin right now on Binance, 59% long, 40% short. So definitely a slightly long bias. Looking at the big exchanges, top 20, all of them are slightly in the green, but overall they're losing spot trading volume as this holiday weekend progresses. So Bitcoin coming in at 42,217. The top 100 alts are beginning, some are pumping, but in general, they're beginning to flip a slight neutrality towards the green side. So I think we might see some action this holiday weekend. Keep your eye on things. If you look at coin market cap here, view, and the gaming selection here, you can see all the gaming tokens. And as you can see, if you look at like the 7-day, if I sort by 7-day, like Creo is up 158%, Kudos is up 67%, VR is up 36%. We're seeing some great action. Even if I look here at the last 24 hours, we got stuff up. Yeah, Creo up 42%. So they're making moves right now, and I'm just going to look through a couple of them and see how the charts look, and we'll take it from there. I will look at Affinity. EFI is moving right now. I got Rev on the list, Pyres on the list. Maybe I'll add EFI if I don't have it. Anyway, looking at Bitcoin. So when I mentioned it's nice to get into the crypto, the gaming tokens right now. Why I like them is, like right now, since about, well, let's say, December, beginning of December, really. This is what Bitcoin's doing. The whales are kind of controlling it. It's moving up and down about 9% up and down, and it's in a range. The whales are buying the bottom, they're selling the top. They have the ability to manipulate Bitcoin, and that's what they're doing. Whenever you see Bitcoin going sideways like this with this nice pattern here, you've got the whales that are pretty much going, okay, buy it, all right, sell it, all right, sell it, buy it, all right, maybe we didn't sell it there. We'll definitely sell it here. Okay, we'll wait. All right, now it probably hasn't dumped enough for them to buy it. My guess is eventually they'll get back in, but the thing is, until the whales decide to let it go, or just the market makes it happen, it's going to range sideways. Now, it's great if you're, buying these, buying the lows here and then waiting for this sell, and then probably, waiting for it to get a nice low again, waiting for the indicators to pop up. But that's what's happening, I think. So, anyways, with that said, you can make some gains trading Bitcoin if that's what you're trading. You certainly can, but what you want is that sweet volatility. And right now, I think the gaming tokens have it. So, like for instance, these are all 4-hour charts. I'm sorting this by the most change recently here. Okay, so today I think Creo engine. I'm not sure what these gaming tokens, all these individually are. I won't go through that. You can check them out if you have interest in them. But so Creo engine, these are all going to be 4-hour charts. This is the squeeze indicator is beginning to turn back up. Directional nexus is coming back up. ADX is coming back up. Not a lot of volume, as much as I would expect for this to move. But anyway, beautiful upwards channel. You've got your you got a low, you have a higher low, now you got a high. Really, you're about to see a higher high. This guy is too pushed right now for me to get in right now. Looking at a 45-minute chart, drilling down some. I think it'll probably roll over. I'm going to watch this one for an entry at the bottom of this upwards channel. I think we'll probably see it. So I'll wait for this guy to do something like this, just kind of bounce, come down, then I'll get back in. Or it very well may go above, make the top of this channel a support, and then keep going. But right now, it's just rather extended. So I will just leave this one alone. But as you can see, Creo is just a rocket ship to Pluto. This thing is nuts. I could kind of do an upwards channel like this, and let's see what happens. You know, it's either going to bounce off the top of this channel, or it's going to make it support. Either way, we'll see what happens. Creo is a machine. I'm just going to wait for a little better of an entry. SHILL. Yeah, I'm shilling SHILL. SHILL's awesome. So this is my upwards channel. You know, really, when you make a channel, it's about just find something that makes sense. This may not look quite the way it should. A lot of people would expect me to do something like this, you know, which would make sense actually, or maybe like this, but that's kind of outrageous. So I kind of like to go with that first high and that first low. Let me see, but how about right about here? I'll raise it up. Let's incorporate some of these wicks here. Why not? So this makes sense. Upwards channel, you know, it is not uncommon to break above the top, come down, make it support, and go back up, which would look like something like this. You break the top of the channel, you come down, it becomes support, and then you're off and away to a whole new, basically a new channel. You know, that usually looks like. Oh, sorry about that. That usually. Oh, wait, bonk. So you know, you almost could have expected, you know, something like this to happen, where now top of this channel becomes the new support, but it just didn't quite happen. It couldn't do it. So this guy here is kind of a sweet spot. The only thing is that the squeeze indicator is still rolling down, directional index is losing, and ADX is turning up a little bit. Volume's not too incredible. It's a 4-hour chart. I'm just going to watch this one for a 4-hour chart turn up. Watch that squeeze indicator begin to turn up. Directional index is looking good. ADX is up. It's not quite a strong enough entry for me right now. But looking at a 45-minute chart, yeah, as you can see, we've been in the red for the squeeze. Directional index, ADX have been all over the place. I'm going to wait for like a 45-minute chart to start looking a little bit better, moving up here, which it might be getting ready to. I mean, if we do look, you can see where the directional index is ultimately, let me make a line here. It is ultimately beginning to go in the right direction, you know. So I'll wait for that squeeze to go positive on the 45-minute, and we'll see how this one does. But anyway, SHILL versus USDT, you know, definitely looking quite good. This thing has a lot of upwards momentum. Let's just see what happens. I mean, things tend to go where they're pointing. So this beautiful wick right here. I think this guy will probably make another run for the top of this channel. Let's see. I'm not quite ready to get back in yet. I'm going to watch for stronger indicators. It's a low volume, you know, trading weekend so far. So we'll watch what happens. But this one definitely, you know, Credo, one to watch for sure. And SHILL's looking great. TLM, this is another one you can see where had a beautiful upwards channel going. It lost it. Indicators are rolling over towards the negative. But let's see what happens, because if we do like a horizontal ray here, you can kind of see where it's at. It's really where there was previous support. Let's see if it begins to bounce here. This is a 4-hour chart. You can drill down a little bit more, like with a 45, and see what's going on. And it very well may. You can see the directional squeeze is actually beginning to turn towards the positive. So let's just see what happens. I'm going to watch this one. TLM, definitely a gaming coin to watch. It's been making some great gains. It's giving it back right now. Let's see if it actually turns that around and makes a bounce. It very well could be. But like I say, I'm just going through these right now. So far, nothing's really a trade that I'd get into, but these are great ones to be watching. Magic is very cool. Magic versus Tether. These are all versus Tether. As you can see, here's what Magic did, which is, you know, rather magical if you think about it. So look what it did. It had this beautiful upwards channel. It's been trying to break it above it for a while, and then it did, and now it's coming down and will most likely find support on top of this channel. But right now the squeeze indicator's in the red. Directional index is turning up. Yeah, ADX is turning up. This is starting to look good here. It had massive volume that's trending down. I'm going to watch this one on the 4-hour. Once again, I could drill down on the 45-minute if I wanted to really get some immediate price action. On the 45, it's actually beginning to pick up. There's your directional index. I'm sorry, your squeeze indicator turning up. Directional index is in the green. ADX is turning up. Woo! If you're crazy brave, this might be an entry. anyway, all of this is not financial advice. I'm just a crazy person talking to you about gaming tokens that look kind of hot to me right now. So up and away this one goes. It may be getting ready to, it may have truly made the top of this channel support. I'm gonna kind of wait until like Sunday, Monday, unless something really is a sweet setup. I want to wait till what I'm waiting for. I'm just waiting for this, because we had this nice pump now, and of course the gaming tokens, they pumped and they dumped. Now they're beginning to turn around. I'm gonna wait for more of a confirmed uptrend before I get in. But honestly, if I wanted to be a really push the envelope, magic versus tether, most of these are on a KuCoin. Might be something I would do. See, here we go once again. Bake has just been a machine. This thing's been a beast. It's been pumping like crazy. Let me get this thing in here. So Bake's been doing really good. Beautiful upwards channel here in the 4-hour. But as you can see, the squeeze is turning over. ADX is not in the right play. Well, ADX is trending up. Directional index. So ADX is the white line. Its tangent is up. Directional index is the red right there, and it's the green over here. So right now we're still in the red. So anyway, not tremendous volume. It was a rocket ship to Pluto. So now it's all about what is it going to do. One of the things I'm looking at with these coins, since they pump so hard, and then of course they dump, which is what happens. Look at that. Bake right there. It's a 786 Fibonacci sequence. It's finding some support there. If it starts to move off that, and the indicators look good, especially if I drill down to like shorter time frame, 45 minutes, 15 minutes, this guy, it's in the right place to start moving, and it's been a beast. So Bake versus USDT on this one's on Binance. Let me see where else it is. Is it on? It's on Coin. It's on Gate.io, MEXC. What if it's on KuCoin? I don't see it. But anyway, it's on OKX. It's on Binance. So anyway, this one's a beast. I'm watching that one for a turnaround. VOXEL. Oh, what's this one? VOXEL. Yeah, VOXEL. Whatever that means. Anyway, this guy here. Not too exciting, but it's making some slight gains recently. It's starting to turn around. I'm going to watch the indicators to turn around, but it's kind of getting ready to possibly bounce where we have previous, where we have found previous resistance pumping. So of course, when that happens, when you get your resistance, well, now that's probably going to turn out to be support. We may see a move off of that. If the indicators look good, wouldn't surprise me if this guy could go back and make a new higher high and keep going. So AXS, cool gaming token, Axie Infinity. Everyone loves it. You gotta love Axie Infinity. This thing is doing well. As you can see, a lot of gaming tokens are doing. Beautiful upwards channel. It's been pumping. It's looking great. It broke out, coming down. What's it doing? It's finding support there. So Axie Infinity, which is actually AXS. Watch for this thing to continue. As these indicators turn around, it will probably make support out of the top of this channel and then continue. Quick look at the 45. How's that looking? Yeah, it's beginning to turn around right there. So anyway, watch for this guy to continue moving. I'm liking what I'm seeing. So Axie Infinity, definitely we could see this guy. So basically what would happen is, you just create a new channel. The top of this channel becomes the bottom of the new one. And so you watch for something like this to happen. And boom, off you go. You continue up. It happens. VIDT. How's this one looking? Go to 4 hours here. VIDT it has a nice upwards momentum here. It's a little choppy to say the very least, but looking here in a 45-minute chart to get rid of the shenanigans, get rid of some of this choppiness. Not too excited about that one. FCON, this one's pretty fun. This guy here had a massive had this massive upwards channel going on. I definitely got in that upwards channel, and then I sold it when it began to turn around. So a beautiful upwards channel here on the 4-hour chart for FCON versus USDT. It's over there on KuCoin, but it broke. And now it's just pretty much all the these here are called the squeeze. When it gets these little white golf balls there, squeeze indicators in the red. It was squeezing, which means it's very tight. Its range, its moving is actually very tight, not very much. ADX is in the wrong spot. Directional index isn't that hot. No great volume. But I'm watching this thing. It's on the 4-hour chart. It pumped, had an upwards channel. It lost the upwards channel. It's been ranging sideways with some nice volatility. It's hitting the 200 moving average, which is this white moving average right here. It's hitting that, and that is a natural bounce spot. So this is a 4-hour chart. If I was to drill down to like a 45-minute chart, maybe you might see some positive action beginning. Looking at the indicators, yeah, it's trying to push. It's trying to get back above that 200 moving average here on the 45-minute chart, which is very powerful. And if it breaks that, and also the 314, which is this green moving average right here, if it can actually break those, make that support, and then begin moving up, and indicators look strong, and the 4-hour indicators begin looking strong, I definitely could see this guy get back into our rocket ship to Pluto mode, because this thing was doing like 30% a day, 60% a day, a couple 100%, I think, over the last month or whatever. I don't know, but let's watch this one. And also you could, if you want it to be interesting, you could fire up a Fibonacci sequence. Let's just go down to when it started running, which is right about here on this upwards channel, and take this Fib sequence. And where are we at? You know what? The 200 moving average on the 4-hour chart and the 0.5 Fib level are right about in the same spot. And this thing is really bouncing between the 382 and the 0.5, which is kind of a weak spot. I don't really like that. It's kind of bouncing actually between the 0.5 and the 236. So, I mean, this is not a powerful location that I really like to play that much. I just find it to be, yeah, not that exciting. But 200 moving average there, this thing starts to see some upwards momentum. Definitely, this could be a play that I'd get back in. LOKA versus USDT. Beautiful upwards channel. You know, I don't want this video to be too long, but as you can see, beautiful upwards channel. It's retraced a good deal. It's a 4-hour chart. These indicators are probably going to begin to roll back up. There's news about it here. What's the news? League of Kingdoms had to host annual Christmas skin event. Well, it's not skin. It says it's a gaming skin. It's not weird. League of Kingdoms to hold contest. So anyway, it's doing stuff. So this one's interesting. 45-minute chart. Just now beginning to look like it's got signs of turning up. It's challenging the 314 moving average, the green one on the 45-minute chart. That's cool. Let it break above that 200 moving average, the white one there. It's not a lot of energons right now. I'm seeing in the gaming market, or maybe the crypto market right now. Some things are pumping. Something's always going crazy, but you see this beautiful upwards chart. And if you were to look at like what's happening, so if you were to go, okay, we go up, we go like this, we go up. Go up, or down, or beginning to turn up. Now, if I was to take that and pull that over like this, you give myself a little bit more room here. What are we actually seeing here? An upwards channel and great places to sell. You mean buy, sell, buy, sell, whatever. So there you go. It's an upwards movement. It's definitely a game that can be played here. So I like what I'm seeing here. LOKA is looking pretty cool. I think that it will probably continue up. One thing here on the 4-hour chart, it's about the 200 moving average. That's a good thing. I like that. Rev is an interesting one right now. This guy here was, made a serious move recently. This thing was like bam, bam, massive gains, giving a lot back. What I'm going to do here, why I like Rev, it's starting to move, starting to challenge that 4-hour 314 moving average. It'll probably get above that 200 soon also. So if I was to do a Fib sequence, just go back here when it started pumping, back to that high. Where are we on the Fib? We're hanging out the 618 golden pocket. Let it break above that and start to challenge that 200 moving average. If the indicators look good, I mean, Rev is definitely, this thing's got potential. So even if it hit like the recent all-time, the recent high, if you got in like at the 200 moving average bounce, and you got to that high again, that'd be like 76%. I mean, that's friggin' psycho. So this thing is good. I'm watching Rev. Pyre was doing good earlier. I think what we see here with Pyre is it did something very, you might say, predictable. Here it got resistance, it couldn't pump, resistance couldn't really pump, resistance couldn't really pump, resistance couldn't really pump. It finally broke above it, and then of course it came down, and where did it bounce? That resistance is now support. So this is a hard one to kind of chart right now. Let me look at the indicators, how they're looking. It moved hard. Yeah, you know what? Give this one time. We'll revisit this one. I might start doing these like daily. looking at these gaming tokens. This one might need some time to turn around. Let's keep it on this one. Hard chart to read, but I think it's probably looking pretty positive here. I think we might see a nice continuation. How's that 45-minute chart look? Let me just take a look. 45-minute chart. How do you look? Yeah. So it came down, broke the 314 moving average in a 45, came back up, broke the 200 moving average, got above it, and now my guess is we'll probably find support there and then continue moving up. But it might do a little bit of this sideways action first, kind of flirting with that 200 before it starts to move. Watch the indicators. It might even go visit that 314 again before it moves. So let's just watch that one. We'll keep an eye on it. So anyway, that's what we're going to do. And with that said, that's it. So I'm going to start do like the Bitcoin daily view when I can, just looking at Bitcoin and the market in general. But I'm going to start looking at also do a video. Usually I always try to do them daily, but when I can, I do. So Bitcoin daily view is about the market and about Bitcoin, how it's doing. And sometimes I look at some just traditional alts. This is going to be the gaming one. I'll always mention gaming tokens in the title, but also I'm going to start doing privacy coins. They're actually starting to do quite well too. And you can look on and you can look there on, where is it at? Yeah, Coin Market Cap, and you can go and you can look at where's that? I forget where I put it. Yes, top gaming tokens. So here's where gaming is, and you can also look at privacy. So I'm going to start looking at these because some of these privacy has been it's beginning to really show some serious craziness. Seeing some nice gains in privacy coins. There's a lot of reasons for that, and I'm, whatever. If you don't like privacy coins, then just don't trade them. But real quick here, we'll just look at Grin. How is Grin doing? Grin is a far out protocol. I think Veil and Beam especially, same thing as Grin, but just way more user friendly. So Grin lost its friggin' mind today completely. Made a nice 200 moving average, 203.14 moving average bounce, cranked up, went insane, looking good. Oh my lord, let's go to 4-hour chart. How's that looking? Yeah, it came down, basically got close to that 200, pumped after doing some sideways action after a nice pump back here. So very common. You see the crazy ass pump, comes down, does its sideways thing for a while, gets close to that 200, and bam, explodes. Like some of the ones that we looked at already might do. This gives a strong chart. And also note this, that is ultimately, if you want to call this a high, right there, then this is a higher high. And these you kind of say a low, higher low, kind of higher low, kind of higher low, definitely a higher high. So this guy Grin could be taken off. So anyway, we're gonna I'll look at privacy coins. I'll break them up. Bitcoin daily view is Bitcoin in the market. I'll do one for just simply gaming tokens that are looking hot, and I'll also do one for it's been a long day. Security. We'll definitely be looking at Monero and such like that. And when you start looking at how the security coins are doing, you start to, I'll tell you what, you just watch them, and you watch world events, and you watch the crypto market and traditional market. They will show you a lot about what big money is doing. Because the big money does actually use those privacy coins. It does. So anyway, with that said, take care. Thanks for being a Bitcoin truth seeker, a gaming token truth seeker, and a privacy coin truth seeker. I'll see you as soon as I can. Always feel free to go to bitcoindailyview.com and buy me a coffee. If you leave me a note, say chart this, chart that, I'll always take a look at it, and I'll throw it in the next video. Maybe I'll add it to one of the lists that we're looking at. You know what I'll do? This list right here, this is my gaming list. So let me see, how do I share these things? Add symbol, advanced view. How do I do this? Let me see if I can do this real quick. I will do it for you. How do I share this list? I forget how to do it. Advanced view, add symbol, create new list, import list. Crap, I forget how to do it. Import, create new list. Sorry guys, you know what? I'll do it next time. I know I can actually share a list that you can then import, and we can kind of, it's easier. It helps us to stay on the same page together. Can I game here? Share list. There we go. Share list, and I want a link. So there we go. So everybody, I'm going to put this in the live chat. So you're going to have to watch to get it. This is now in the live chat. Feel free to look at this list. It'll be what I'm going over. I think when I change it, it changes for everybody. This is a shared list. And so we'll always kind of be on the same page. And I'll be making one for privacy also. And maybe even some Bitcoin and some alts that I'm looking at. So anyway, everybody, take care. And this is kind of long. I'll talk to you soon.